what I'm getting ready to tell y'all now. Men, you need to watch who you fucking with. I'm in a whole lot of witch, oracle, empress, black women coming into the craft type group. It is hundreds. I have seen hundreds of pictures of you dudes. Do you understand me? That these women is putting inside of these groups. And on full moons and on new moons, they straight up casting full flat out spells on y'all because y'all out here being dirty. Look, black men, tell that woman if you fucking around with somebody else, like they straight up fucking y'all lives up, and y'all think it's some invisible God out here making you have car accidents, making you be being stuck to a woman, and you can't never let her go, and you can't never get away from her, cause she didn't put blood in your motherfucking food. She got your picture in the middle of a group with hundreds of other little young ass witches that ain't got no guidance, that ain't got no type of structure and discipline over them, and they just casting. You got 30 to 100 motherfucking women, y'all, sitting here saying, drive him into hell. May he pay for what it is that he did.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to you.
Yeah, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Chak, Wadash, the one also the other than the apostles of great mercy and salutations to your sincere Akim, out there pushing this gospel in all righteousness and in all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. So yeah, I don't want to cut the word out of, Gabaya Yahweh, but I just saw this video and was uploaded recently. When I saw it, the first thing I thought was, all right, it's still Jake, doing Jake things. And when I listened closer to the video, it reminded me of other things that happen here in Nigeria as well, especially among Levi and Benjamin. Man, Levi and Benjamin, they really get down on it. They really get into this witchcraft stuff. What she's speaking about, taking your pictures to, witch covens, waiting for full moons, waiting for new moons in order to pray, all these wicked prayers against you. These are things that you always hear about, Jake women do here in Nigeria. They use different witchcraft, use different witchcraft to ensnare and to trap a man. It makes you think about these precepts, going into the wickedness of a woman, man, because it's always these women that you see doing these kind of things, these, witches and wizards, these witch coven type things. It's always the woman that is always doing it, and it's always for some dumbass carnal shit, all right? Not even to, it's always for the dumbass carnal shit, in order to pull other people down, not to ruin the lives of other people. It's always for that. Always for that purpose. It can never be for anything good, because these things that they do, these spirits that they call on, these Wicca, the witchcraft and all that, it's all for wickedness and can only be done for wickedness. So the first place that I want to go to is Deuteronomy 18 verse 10. So this is the book of Deuteronomy 18 verse 10, and it reads, "There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer." And basically, all right, this is what these witch covens are all about, all right? They call on familiar spirits, and those familiar spirits that I'm speaking about are demons, all right? They call on demons, they use these divinations, in order to snare up and trap up, Jake that always fall into their hands, all right? And then they will go into the observer of times. Now, let's make something clear, right? She mentioned the full moon and the new moon, which of course, we here at Great Millstone, we as the Hebrew Israelites, we observe the new moon, because we already, but you Aquas should already know this, that there are acts that can be done in righteousness and wickedness. And a good example are, the precious stones, all right? And I don't really go too deep into it because I don't fully understand it myself. But the precious stones have a vibration that can be having vibrations on them that can be used by both the right hand and the left side hand. The same as observing times, okay? The observance of the feast days, using the moon in order to calculate, the days and the weeks, and to, in order to calculate the days and the weeks. That is perfectly, lawful and scriptural. Okay, observing times can be done righteously and can be done wickedly as well. And she just gave a good example of observing times in wickedness when she spoke about, waiting for full moon and new moons and putting up incantations and spells over, over different Jake, using blood, putting blood in their food And I've been hearing about women up in Babylon doing this a lot more and a lot more. You see TikToks about it. Warning men that if she cooks for you, that's the damn thing right there. The nigger woman up in Babylon, they never cook, right? Because you still have a lot of Jake women down here. They know that still cook and clean and do all the feminine stuff. All right, but the nigger one in Babylon never cooks. But the one time she does, she's trying to use it to cast a spell on you. That if our people aren't cursed right now, then what else can this be? All right, if this just doesn't prove that the curses are on our people, then there's nothing else that you can use to prove this. Okay, but this is the this is the condition of our people right now. You have these women that are practicing this witchcraft, and the men do it, and of course, men get into this as well. But for the most part, this is something that these women always, all right, get into. And we know what the scripture says, that thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, and a wizard as well, or a warlock, or whatever term you want to use. So continue from verse 12. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh, and because of these abominations, Yahweh thy power doth drive them out from before thee. All right. And witchcraft is going off according to the scriptures, because they are using the left hand power. Which of course we that are in this truth, we don't fear the power of the left hand, because you already understand that the gods of the nations, okay, that the thing that the devils that these people sacrifice to are simply idols, okay, they have no power over us. But it doesn't change the fact that what they are doing is destroying not just is defiling the land, is an abomination to the Most High, and is destroying their souls as well. Because that woman right there and these women that are going into these witch covens, they are Israelites. And we know what the scripture says: we shall not make our son or a daughter a witch, and we shall not do the same to ourselves as well. So, even if it's not affecting the elect, or it's not affecting the righteous, it is still it is still affecting our people as a whole. Because what the scriptures say, that we should remove and eschew every instance of evil. We should remove evil from among us, all right? And this right here, this is pure evil, this is pure evil, because what witchcraft is in its basest form is disobedience, rejection, rebellion against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, idol worship, okay? Calling upon familiar spirits, calling upon the left hand deities. That is what the highest. That is one of the forms of idol worship. All right, and because you are making deals, making covenants with these spirits. Okay, I mean, they are making covenants with these left hand spirits, and they want for them to do, whatever spell that you want them to do for you, while forsaking. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, forsaking our true power, which of course is basically is idol worship. Yeah, that and that's just it right there. So I want to also get another preset. I believe it's something along the lines of, let me get that preset that I find more bitter than death. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, so it's the book of Ecclesiastes. Okay, it's in Ecclesiastes 7 verse 26, and it reads, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And basically, what you're seeing there is, exactly this: the wickedness of a woman. The snares and nets, the bands that are trapping all of our people. Putting them on in this hell. But guess what, man? If you fall into this pit, okay, you fall into this trapping by one of these those quote unquote witches, it's the Most High that put you in that situation, man, because we already know that the elect aren't going to fall for aren't going to be get tripped up by this, okay. We already know that that's not going to fall upon brothers that are in this truth, of course, sincerely in this thing of ours, okay. But this is something that is against the Most High and against our customs as a people. We do not consult familiar spirits. We do not mess with the left hand, okay. We do not practice this witchcraft and observe times in this way. All right, this isn't who we are as a people. Let me get that preset, because we are a holy. Let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can find that precept. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how I've forgotten how it goes. So I just want to bring this out. We are a holy people and a peculiar people. Let me try that word, peculiar. Okay, it is. All right, so this is the book of start from this is the book of Deuteronomy 14 verse 1, and it reads, "Ye are the children of Yahweh your power. Ye shall not cut yourselves nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead." All right, that's going into what we always talk about that you should not cut yourself. Going into which is yeah, okay, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention it. All right. So from verse 2 now, for thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth. All right, that's it right there. We are a holy people, so we are held to a higher standard than the rest of the heathen, and that's something that is killing our people. Okay, the Israelites right now, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You don't want to be held to a higher standard. You don't want to be held to any standard at all. You want to be just like Esau. Okay, just a wicked, a wicked, vile vagabond. Roaming the earth, doing whatever the hell he likes, awaiting his judgment. But our people are not so, okay, because they are the former of all things. All right, we are the apple of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's eye. We are basically, as a whole, the nation of Israel, like his bride, his woman. All right, and any man, any real man who wants to make his woman up and in his image, all right, want to make his woman exactly the type of woman that he would like, okay, because if you as a woman do not know how to please your husband, your man, which of course in this case, our husband in this case is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. If you don't know how to please your husband, your man, then what are you as a woman? All right. But anyway, now I went to do something completely different, okay? Because what we basically want to go get into it, just this whole thing concerning witchcraft, man. All right. You already know what the scriptures say concerning witchcraft. So let me get some precepts concerning that, okay? Witchcraft. I've already gotten the one in Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy the 18th chapter. All right, so let me get another one. Let me get the one some precepts concerning witchcraft, and this is it right here. Exodus 22, verse 18, and it reads, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." And I've already gotten the one in the book of Deuteronomy the 18th chapter. So yeah, I'm just going to end it right here. I didn't have much to say concerning that. Just wanted to the Spirit just got on me to do a video about it, so I want to bring out a little bit of edification. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Racha, Kodash, Wa Abad Babal. And through the Spirit, I hope you are you are quite edified. Shalom.